been wanting to do this one for a long time now. In this video drum lesson, I'm going to teach you how to play 3 of my favourite drum fills from the song Next Year by the Foo Fighters. Now, I checked my facts where everybody else checks their facts, Wikipedia of course, and it turns out that Dave Grohl played the drums on this particular song. I can't be sure of that, but that's what Wikipedia says, so who am I to argue? Even though Taylor Hawkins had joined the band at that point. It certainly sounds like Dave Grohl's drums anyway. You can download the free PDF notation for these 3 drum fills from my website. There's a link beneath this video, and you can also check out the hundreds of other free video drum lessons I've got on my website, plus my DVD drum packs, ebooks and charts, etc, etc. So let's take a look at the first drum fill that occurs at 1 minute 24 first. So what I really like about these drum fills, including this first one, is they're played in a linear style of drumming. That simply means that no 2 limbs fall at the same time. And what Dave does is he integrates his bass drum foot into the drum fills. So we get these really cool kind of hand-foot combinations being played through 16th notes, which I find really exciting to listen to, and which Dave plays very well in this song in particular. Maybe Taylor, who knows, but I'm presuming it's Dave. So if we take a look at the drum fill itself, the first beat, we're playing this rhythm in beat 1. 1 E and played on the high tom, snare drum, high tom. 1 E and Now I've given you a suggested sticking, which I think works really well around the drums, and I'm pretty sure Dave would have used this same sticking as well, but of course you can use any sticking you like. 1 E and then from beat 2 onwards to the end of the bar, we've just got a continuous line of 16th notes. Beat 2 itself is rested, so after the on the high tom, beat 2 is rested, and then we come back in with the left hand on the E of 2 with the snare drum, followed by a bass drum. Then 2 hands, high tom, snare drum, right, left, followed by a bass drum on the E of 3. Then the right hand moves to the floor tom to play on the and of 3, and then a final bass drum note falls on the of beat 3. And then we get 4 16th notes in a row on the snare drum, right, left, 4 E and So slowly, that drum fill sounds like this. I count myself in from beat 3. 3 E and 4 E and 1 E and 2 E and 3 E and 4 E and perhaps even slower. 3 E and 4 E and 1 E and 2 E and 3 E and 4 E and 1 into a crash cymbal where the groove continues after the fill. Perhaps a bit faster now. 3 E and 4 E and 1 E and 2 E and 3 E and 4 E and 1. And let's try it up to speed. So these last 2 drum fills, including this one that occurs at 3 minutes 48, aren't actually on the original single radio edit version of the song, but you do hear them on the album version, where the song ends, or you think it ends, and then the rest of the band, including Dave, kick back in with these awesome drum fills in his outro part of the song. And this first drum fill starts on the and of beat 1. So the first note you hear isn't actually on beat 1, it's actually on the and of beat 1. And that's important if you want to get out correctly in time. So if we take a look at the first 2 groupings of 3 notes, Dave is playing flam on the snare, right hand on the floor tom, and then a bass drum note. So it's left-handed flam, into the floor tom with the right hand, and then a bass drum note. Which is an awesome little lick. But just from a point of interest, when I hear that, I think of Gavin Harrison. I think he calls this unofficial lick of his, unofficial rudiment lick of his, left-handed flam triplets, where he plays a left-handed flam, followed by right-left. So flam, right-left. Which lends itself really cool to some awesome things around the kit. Which he loves to do. Now, this lick is actually the same. If we take out the final left-hand note out of Gavin's lick and replace it with the bass drum note, we've got this. Now if we move the right hand the second note to the floor tom, it's Dave Grohl's lick. So you might want to just practice, just for fun, just because you can, going from one to the other. So the hands are going to move to the same drum each time. I'm just going to replace that last flam triplet note randomly with either the bass drum or the snare drum note with the left hand. I'll show you what I mean. Play it slowly. So you might just play something like that's the Gavin lick. Just move my right hand, the second note of the triplet, to the floor tom. Then you can replace it with the bass drum and put the two together. So you could practice going from one to the other like that, just for fun. But I thought that was quite interesting that I spotted that. I'm not sure, well, I know Dave didn't get that from Gavin Harrison, but it is very similar. So, starting on the and of beat 1, we get and, to, E, and then beat 3, we're playing flams between the floor tom and snare drum with a bass drum note in between each on the E and the So 3, E, and then the fill ends again with 4/16 notes on the snare drum, 4, E, and So slowly, from the and of beat 1, it sounds like this. 3, E, and 4, E, and 1, E, and 2, E, and 3, E, and 4, E, and even slower. 3, E, and 4, E, and 1, E, and 2, E, and 3, E, and 4, E, and 1. A bit faster now. The B, we'll up to speed in a second. 3, E, and 4, E, and 1, E, and 2, E, and 3, E, and 4, E, and 1, E, and 2, E, and 3, E, and 4, E, and 1. And the BPM is 89. So that's the tempo of the quarter notes. 1 E and a 2 E and a 3 E and a 4 E and a 1 E. And there's something really special about this last drum fill I want to take a look at, the one that occurs at 4 minutes 07, kind of when the song is starting to fade out. This has to be one of my favourites from the whole song. I don't know why, it's just so syncopated and odd sounding, but still fits. And it's interesting also because it starts halfway through beat 4 of the drum groove. So it doesn't start on beat 1, it starts on the and of beat 4. So the drum beat leading up before it is kind of this. 1 and 2 and a 3 E and a 4 E. 1 and 2 and a 3 E and a 4 E. And then on the and we play a flam, and all the flams are played between the floor tom and snare drum for this song, left-handed flams. And it's starting on the and of 4 again, flam, 2 bass drum notes, and then all the other bass drum notes just going to be 1 bass drum note. So that's the only time you play 2 bass drum notes in a row at the beginning. And a 1 into the second bar, the bar of the drum fill itself, I guess. Then we play 2 flams on the E and the of beat 1 with a bass drum in between. So 1 E and Then beat 2 is 2 E and So we move back to the snare drum and play some single strokes. 2 E and Then back to the floor tom and snare drum for the flam on 3. 3 followed by a single bass drum. Then 3 snare drum notes, right, left, right. 1 bass drum note, right, left on the snare drum at the end. So a real crazy, nutty kind of line of notes where the beat of the bar is not being picked out at all. It's just like a line of notes and you're sort of hoping he gets to beat 1 at the end, and of course he does. So slowly from the and of beat 4, we get this. 3 E and 4 E and 1 E and 2 E and 3 E and 4 E and 1. Even slower. 3 E and 4 E and 1 E and 2 E and 3 E and 4 E and 1. A bit faster now. 3 E and 4 E and 1 E and 2 E and 3 E and 4 E and 1. 3 E and 4 E and 1 E and 2 E and 3 E and 4 E and 1. And let's hear it up to speed again. Boom! In your face. There you go, 3 awesome drum fills from a great song. Don't forget you can download the free PDF drum notation for these 3 drum fills from my website. There's a link beneath this video where you can download and then print out the chart so you can have it in front of you while you're practicing. You can also check out hundreds of other free video drum lessons on my website. Check out my Drum Masters video song pack. There's a link beneath this video as well for that. That's the Drums and Word flagship product where you'll find, which contains, hundreds of video lessons, charts, ebooks, basically the best of Drums and Words delivered to you on 6 DVD discs. So check that out if you haven't seen it before. You can email if you've got any questions. Join me on Facebook, Google, Twitter, the usual places. And until next time we meet, happy drumming to you.